Well, y'all, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. I'm telling you, it is hot out here today. It's a little cloudy. You got some wind blowing, so that's a good thing. I'll show you. The sun is trying to peek out. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sweating like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I am sweating. But you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna work on some drip irrigation. So, let me get this camera set up and we're going to jump right into it. Okay, let's get into it. You remember, well, let me show you. Remember those barrels right there? I actually tried to hook my orbit system up to this using that. Alright, the orbit is actually counting down. I had it set for 1750 or 550, whichever you prefer. And we're just waiting to see whether this thing is going to kick on. And there it is. Okay. Might not be enough water pressure. That I don't know. So, let me shut this thing off. And it didn't work out too good. Didn't have enough head pressure to move the water along the lines to get the emitters to spray. But that's okay. What I was hoping not to do is use that county water. But it's okay. So let me show you what I've already started working on. I have one line hooked up here, and I think, let's see, it runs along, and that line is actually going to feed this bed and this bed, and I actually have it capped off right here. So this is a multiple zone. It's a multiple zone system, so you know you could run, I think, up to 4 zones. It'd be kind of crowded using that thing over there, but I just have 2 zones set up. But what I did was I went ahead and took the I guess it's kind of like a pressure regulator maybe. I went ahead and took that off because I went ahead and opened up the line and bled the 1/2 inch poly line out, and just running straight on the faucet itself with no problem. So I guess I'm just going to leave it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one apart and hook up the poly line, and we'll run it and see what happens. So let me see if I can get this camera set up. Oh, you know what, I tell you what, let me set this up and then I'll turn it back on. Alright, that's mo better. Let me show you what I'm fixing to do. Okay, gonna take this transmitter, my head section off. It's looking okay. It's got a filter in there. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and disconnect this portion of it. Pull that O-ring out of there. Set it back down in there. Well, maybe that goes in there. I don't know. Well, we'll just see. I'm going to hook this line up, this poly line. Oops. Hook this poly line up to it. Maybe that doesn't go in there. I don't know. I'll just hook this up to it like that. You hear all that crunchy noise? That's actually a little bit of dust or dirt, maybe from it's sitting all winter. But we're just gonna hook it up. And that's what it's gonna look like. Like that. But in order to drain out the system or blow out the system, let's unhook this. water coming from. Drain that off. Not drain it off. We're gonna pull it off. Disconnect this half-inch poly tubing from it. Set it aside. We're gonna hook this straight up to the faucet. We're gonna go ahead and blow a line out. All right. So that's what that looks like. So let me uncap one of these lines. Well, let me swap this camera around and show you what I'm going to do, and then we'll rock on from there. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and let's see. It goes around right here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and undo this poly line. Set that right there. Okay, let's crack open this this faucet and this tap and see what happens. Okay, yep, there we go. Got some water running out. Good, and that's what we wanting it to do. Okay, these two others are open, and we're actually clearing out that line, so that's what we want it to do. Alright. I hear something. Oh. That is a leakage right there. Okay. So we gotta take care of that. So. Cool. Alright. Well, all we gotta do now is find out where this leak is right here, fix it, and get everything plumbed in. So let me get set up to do that, and we'll rock on. Alright. Let's rock on. Let me show you how I'm going to fix that little leak over there. So, I have this little thing right here. It's got a whole bunch of fittings and stuff that I use, emitters and span emitters, and just a bunch of stuff that I use. I use these a lot. These are like stake emitters. Hook this half-inch line up to it. That's not half-inch line, that's quarter-inch line. Well, I'll show you some of that too. But these are pretty cool. But anyway, what we're going to use is this thing right here. They call them goof plugs. And what you do with it is, if you actually make a mistake, let's see how I'm going to do this. See that hole? Alright, that's a little bit better. I tell you, it's something I had to, I'm sorry for having to pause the video like that, but I have to get set up. I'm flying solo today, so let me show you. Alright, let's see where to go. There it is, right there. You see it? Right here. Take one of these goof plugs, just snap it on in there. Now, if you have, you make a mistake, or you puncture the poly line in a place that it's not going to work for you, you can take those little goof plugs and fix the hole, and you can rock on. But what I think I'm going to do is, I have some line. Oh boy, it's getting cloudy out here. I actually have some line that I used last year. This stuff. I'm gonna take it over there. I think one of these might have been one of them. It might have been this one. Not really sure. But we're gonna take them over here and flop them down on that deck and see what happens. I think that they are, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, I believe these were the ones that I used last year. See how that works? So, we need to get this plumbed in. and see how it runs. So give me a second. All right, back at it. So let me show you how I'm going to hook these lines up. So what I have here is just some poly line that actually has a T on it and a cap. So what we're going to do is, this is real easy to mess around with. You actually take this poly line and you push it onto the T, and you want to make sure that your emitters are straight. And all we're going to do is lock that poly line onto this T with this screw thing. That's pretty much it. I actually have some clips for this. I'm gonna have to find them, but let's see. We have another one over here. Actually, I wish we could scoot him over just a little bit, kind of like that. Let's see, pick you up over here now, maybe. Let's see. Well, let's see if I can get y'all down a little bit lower. There we go. Alright, how's that? Yeah, that's gonna work out. So we're gonna take that other poly line. Just gonna fish him on through here. And we're gonna plug him on in. Just like that. We're gonna lock him down. All right. Now the key to it is, and what you want to do with this irrigation system is, the key principle is to try to water the plants, the tomatoes, at the bottom of the stem, where we're not actually wetting any of the foliage. We don't want to wet any of the leaves. We just want to water it as close to the ground as possible to prevent the dirt from splashing up on the leaves and inviting aphids and bugs to get on your tomatoes. So let me get this straightened out. Maybe we'll cut it on and run it, yeah, and see what happens. So give me a second and let me work on that, and I'll be right back with you. All right, y'all. I wanted to show y'all this. I have this 1/4-inch tubing, landscape tubing, I guess. And what I'm going to do is, I need to actually add another end to it to put an emitter on. So a roll of this stuff, and you could actually cut it to length, like that. And it's got a barbed edge on it. Just slide that tubing over that barbed edge. It's a little rough, but you can get it on there. And I'm using these little stakes that actually hold the tubing. And I am actually using a 1 gallon per hour emitter. They have 2 gallons and 3 gallons. This is the 2 gallon emitter that's got the green tip on it. But anyway, we're going to plug this on in here. Like that. We ready to rock and roll. So let me get over there and get everything set up, and I'm going to show you what's next, and then hopefully we'll be done. Alright, let me show you how I'm going to plug these drip lines into these plants using this 1/2-inch poly. I'm going to tap into that with these, and this is what's going to water our plants. So let me show you. I have this little nifty tool right here. It's actually got a punch thing on it. What you do is you grab that poly line, you just punch you a hole, take your barbed end. Well, they all have barbed ends, but this one actually and you can hear it snap. I don't know if you heard that. Now all we're going to do is take this guy. Let's see, get you up here. I'll take this guy. We're just going to push him on down in there. And that's what it looks like. So, let me get all these guys plugged in, and then I'll flip the camera around and I'll give you some close-ups of what it looks like, and then I think we'll be done, other than having to hook up the actual orbit system itself, the head unit, to the two transmitters. And I don't know if that's the correct term, but anyway, we had to hook the orbit up to them two things over there, and we'll get to that, and I'm going to show you what that looks like too. So give me a second. Alright, we got everything plugged in, so let's go ahead and charge the line up and see what happens, what these emitters do. So we'll check it out. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh. There we go. Everything's looking like it should. That's cool. Alright. Looking good. What's going on here? Might have to crack him open. There we go. Now, what I wanted to show you on these lines, these guys right here, I don't know if you can see it, they're adjustable. You can make them small radius, or you can open them up to get a bigger radius. And I actually have shutoffs on all of mine, so I could, if I don't want to water this guy right here, let's see, if I don't want to water him today, but I want to water everybody else, I could just shut it off here. See how that looks? Cool. Okay. So we're in Lake Flynn. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah. So probably shut him down a little bit. Maybe. Everybody seems like they're getting some water. You just have to adjust it as you go. But that's what it looks like, y'all. It's a little time consuming, but you know, it's well worth it, because you can set that timer, and if you you know, go someplace and you know you're not going to be home for a day or so, this thing will water all your plants and stuff for you, so nothing dies, and that's a good thing. Another good thing about this this irrigation system is it's customizable. It works out especially well for me because I do container gardening, and I'm constantly moving stuff around. You know, I'll pick something up, move it over here, and that's fine, because if anywhere there's a 1/2 inch poly line, I could tap into it and put a, you know, tap in an emitter with the 1/4 inch drip line. I could tap in the emitter anywhere that there's a 1/2 inch poly line laying around, and that's a good thing too. So let me get all of this stuff adjusted. It looks like it's fixing to storm, so I may have to mess with that orbit head maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But let me go on and get working on this. And alright, y'all, I got this orbit hooked up. It's got about 1 minute left before it kicks on, so yeah, hope I did it right. Let's check it out. Should flash one more time maybe. There it is. So let's go take a walk out here and see if it kicks on. It should kick on and stay running for a minute, shut off, and zone 2 should come on. So let's see what happens. Waiting anxiously. Come on. Well, it's gonna suck if it doesn't turn on. Well then. I don't know. Let's go see what happened. Should have came on. Well, maybe not. Still showing. Oh, it might be because I need to turn the water on. Yeah, that might help. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the water on to number 2. Well, yeah, I ain't never claimed to be a genius or anything. So there we go. Should shut off and, whoop, there it goes. Shut off. Now number 2 should kick on. There it goes. There's number 2. Blowing some of that air out the line. Sweet. Alright, so number 2 is up and running now. Cool. Got a leak right there, I need to fix that. Okay. Well, I guess I remembered how to set these things. It should shut off in 1 minute. Probably need to reconfigure these lines. Get them to where they water and everything. I think it's going to be fine. But working out pretty good. All right, that's cool. Got a little air in the line. Cool. These sprinkler emitters, they work really well. They're not hard to set up. You just try to figure out where you want them at and just punch a hole with that little tool and slap him on in there, and he's going to sprinkle away. That's pretty cool. Everybody's getting watered. Let's see, should shut off here in a couple of seconds. So, man, my sunflower is getting watered in real good. Probably should have waited to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain like really bad, so I'm glad I tested it today. Alright, well there you have it. Sprinkler system is in place after being winterized, and we're watering now. So hope y'all like this video. Subscribe if you want to. Consider subscribing. Give it a thumbs up. Some comments maybe if you want to. So with that being said, y'all, it's not about all the things that you can get, but it's going to be really about all the things that you can give back. So we'll see you in the next video.